I did one of these videos about a year ago, and looking back at that footage, I'm actually so proud of how far I've come. I started my workout journey, my relationship with the gym back in like 2017, very much on and off for the past few years. And it's only been truly the past few months that I feel like I have actually cracked what works for me. What's cool is that I feel stronger. I feel like I also look stronger. But let's circle back to how it all started. I know I'm not the only one who did this when they were a teenager. I would see someone, whether it was a model, someone on my TV, with like the perfect booty or absolute chiseled abs. And then I'd suddenly get the urge to do like 100 squats. And I would tell myself, okay, I'm gonna do this every single day for a month, and then I'm gonna have their body. I wonder if that has worked for anyone. I don't think it has. Then when I was like 18, 19, I finally signed up for a gym. I had no idea what I was doing. I wasn't following a program. I also picked a gym that was really far away from me, completely avoiding the free weight section because I feel like I just did not belong. Finally, now I have found a way to be consistent with weightlifting, moving my body, and that's because of how it feels and how much better it has improved my relationship with my body. My body has not physically changed a ton. Like I said, I feel like I look a little stronger. So I'm going to share the tips that have actually helped me on my fitness journey and also my current workout routine. The biggest thing that I feel was letting me down, and tell me if you relate to this, is showing up to the gym and not having a program, just making up exercises. To see progression, you have to be sticking to some sort of program. I have been using the Copilot fitness app, which I really love. I knew that working with a PT in person wasn't really for me, so I was looking for an alternative that was virtual, but where some sort of human connection was still involved, I still had someone holding me accountable. Copilot Fitness combines the personalization and accountability of a human expert with the added benefit of the flexibility that comes from technology. I want to say a huge thank you to Copilot for bringing you this video, for working with me on this video. So you are paired with a virtual personal trainer who will customize a whole plan for you, all suited to match your goals, your schedule, and also continuously adapts to you. Copilot Fitness has made working out a lot more enjoyable for me, and I've truly found like the accountability side of it is something that has really helped me level up. So I was assigned a coach. Her name is Megan. You start by having an onboarding call with your trainer. So Megan and I had a little video call. I was actually so pleasantly surprised by just how much detail she went into, how many questions she asked me, from like what exercises do you actually enjoy doing. We went over like what weights I'm comfortable with, what actually are my goals, and then one on the weekend.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
maybe we do like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
That was a really good call. I feel very inspired. Honestly, main lesson of that, have an intention when you go to the gym. Be curious to see that difference of like showing up to the gym with a plan, knowing what you're gonna do, because a lot of the time, I don't know what I'm gonna do. For me, the goal right now is to keep going with weightlifting, but obviously have way more of a structure and see myself lift heavier, see more like muscle definition. The main goal for me is to feel confident in the gym. And yeah, from the call, it was just like instantly apparent to me how knowledgeable she is. Something else I've struggled with is like knowing what order to do exercises in within a workout. Like it's hard enough sometimes showing up for the gym. Take that extra obstacle or pressure off your plate. I mentioned about some exercises that I wasn't particularly like comfortable with or experienced with, and so she was like, well, you can send me photos or videos whilst you're doing them and I can correct your form, give you advice. So after the call, she came up with a 4-day per week training program for me. Leg day, push day, pull day, and a cardio/core day. On average, I've been going to the gym like 3 times a week, but I know for sure I can definitely do 4. I just need that push. And yeah, it's been amazing. I really genuinely love the program I'm on right now, and it's exciting like to see my strength building up each week. I love just like having a human connection with Megan. She's so lovely. She'll even send me like sweet messages in the morning or after I've finished a workout, congratulating me on finishing a workout. Like those are the touches. Copilot is all about helping you create long-term sustainable habits that are gonna best serve you. I'm gonna share my program with you. I hope it maybe motivates you a little if you're new to the gym, or better yet, get your own tailored program on Copilot Fitness. The team over at Copilot Fitness have been super kind to offer my lovely viewers with an exclusive offer. So if you click the link, I'll leave it in the description bar, but it will get you 14 days for free with a personal trainer on Copilot Fitness. Give it a go, see if you like it. Monday morning means leg day. I, like a lot of people, like to get leg day done first thing in the week. Let's do it. I mentioned to my trainer how I, like a lot of us, I like to focus on building a booty. I love exercises that really hit the glutes. Let's talk about it. Warming up. I am so guilty of skipping a warm up, and I know how it is. Like, you go to the gym, say in the morning, and you're trying to squeeze in a workout before work, so you're a little bit tight for time. You're way more likely to get injured. You're less likely to perform optimally, way less likely to lift as heavy as you want. Just all of these things if you don't stretch. However, it's like even more to think of, right? So on the Copilot Fitness app, every single day for me has like relevant stretches and cool downs dependent on like the muscle group that I'm targeting. Okay, we're starting with barbell squats. Oh, my relationship with barbell squats, let me tell you, I feel like I have only noticed that my form is not it. And so I've been drastically lowering the weight in order to really get my form right. And I just want to stress, like, this is advice just through my own personal journey. I'm obviously not a PT. So tips that have really worked for me to help me improve my squat is, yeah, number one, lower that weight, work on the form, really make sure that your core is engaged. It can take years to get a really good squat. And I noticed in videos, like, one of my biggest downfalls was not getting deep enough, not going low enough. I find it's all about the time that you're actually under tension. So go slow. You want to train your full range of motion and actually make sure it feels very controlled. I personally like having my feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart and slightly turned out. Also, that stability is so important. So if you're coming up and your knees are kind of caving in, I'll put a video here that really helped me by Chrissy Cella. Reverse lunge. She is so painful, but man, is she effective. She actually might be my favorite glute exercise. I so badly feel this in my glute. Love using a Smith machine. I'll do like 8 to 10 reps on each side and 3 sets. I can't do more than 3 sets. But yeah, important to get a unilateral movement incorporated in your workout. I find with this one, I just really want to rush through to the end because it's almost like a cardio workout as well. It really gets me sweaty. Again, like, you're gonna feel it more in the glutes if you slow it down. Okay, let's talk deadlifts. I've recently been doing dumbbell Romanian deadlifts. Megan, my trainer, actually recommended that I try it just with dumbbells. First of all, I love this setup because it's easier to set up, and I do find it helps you target the glutes really well. It can be kind of tough on your hands, so I recommend getting straps or gloves. I think a lot of people struggle with making sure your form for RDLs is really good. With a lot of these exercises, you obviously don't want to be bending your back, curving your back, none of that. You're gonna hurt your back. I like having my chin tucked instead of, like, if you're looking up at the mirror, I feel like your neck is sort of at an awkward angle. And then you just want to keep those dumbbells super close to your legs, and imagine like you're literally sitting back. You're almost just like a hinge until you can't really go back any further. The last exercise I did for this week was leg press. My biggest tip with this is making sure that your knees do come back so that they're at that 90-degree angle. If you're not coming back far enough, you're not actually working your legs enough. And I find if I place my feet a little bit higher up, it helps to target my glutes a bit more. I ran out of time this morning, but I also love a hip thrust. Amazing for targeting the glutes. Recently, I have just been using a dumbbell, again, because it's like quicker and easier to set up instead of a barbell. But those are my top 5 leg day, glute day exercises. Day 2, we're doing cardio / core. I am a sucker for a little bit of 12-3-30 on the treadmill. If you've never heard of that, I've done it in my videos before for sure. I love this workout. It gets the sweat on, like it does challenge you. Almost just a bit more relaxing. Like, I'll have a nice podcast on. I might catch up on a YouTube video. If you've never heard of 12-3-30, basically just an incline walk, but I will set my treadmill to an incline of 12. The pace is 3 kilometers an hour, I believe. And yeah, you just do that for half an hour. Getting a bit of cardio in, so important. And then I do a little bit of training for my core. This is something that's quite new to my routine, but your core is so important that you don't neglect it. Having a strong core helps you out so much with your other exercises. Strong core is gonna make those squats easier. A strong core is gonna help with pull-ups. And also, I find it's quite a quick workout. You can do it anywhere. You can do it at the gym, you can do it at home. Day 3, push day. Push day, you're targeting your chest, your shoulders, your triceps. Again, make sure you are getting some form of a warm-up in. I actually really want to get like an Apple Watch or something, a smartwatch, so that I can monitor my heart rate. I also know if you have an Apple Watch, it integrates super well with Copilot Fitness. So your trainer can literally see like those kind of metrics in the app. It's still been super easy to just like stop and start the exercises within the app. You can time yourself, etc. So I really love a bit of bench press. Bench press for me, this sounds ridiculous, but like I always had it in my mind as this really like masculine exercise that I absolutely couldn't do. Like I wouldn't even be able to do the bar, so why give it a go? And so I remember the first time I actually managed to push the barbell, it felt so good. But if that's not you, don't worry. That's why dumbbells are amazing, and you can absolutely start on a bench with lighter dumbbells and just get that movement going. I also love doing incline chest press. I find you gotta lower the weight a bit, but for me at least, it feels like it targets my shoulders a little bit more. So I then moved on to 4 sets of dumbbell overhead press. I love this because it really feels like it's activating your shoulders. Girlies, do not skip upper body day. But genuinely, like training your upper body is gonna help you with your lower body. By working out your back, by concentrating on upper body, it also helps you create like that hourglass shape. I know it's so intimidating, but no one is looking at you, I promise. Like nobody cares. When you're in the gym, people are just thinking about themselves, and it is not that deep. Moving on to dumbbell chest fly. This is always such a humbling exercise. I really find you have to lower the weight for these kind of exercises because it just feels like they're targeting muscles that don't normally get targeted. Then similar kind of thing, dumbbell lateral raises. I really love this exercise, but man, I have to go so light. What I love about this workout is how 3 of the exercises are just dumbbells. So it's really, really easy, yet still so effective. If you're like a little bit more shy in the gym, you absolutely can find your corner and bash out 3 of those exercises. Day 4. Pull day. So that's concentrating on your back and also your biceps. This probably the muscle group that I paid the least attention to. I think because it's literally my back and I can't see my back. I was like, but I have been loving it. Like back day right now might be my favorite. Never thought I would say that. So I started with barbell bent over rows. This is quite a new exercise to me, but I do really like it. I want to talk about how important it is to actually keep track of your weights and how heavy you're lifting. For the longest time, I didn't do this. And it is no wonder that I would not progress, because every time I was going to the gym, I would just guess. So using Copilot Fitness, where Megan literally sets my weights for me, and then when I do the exercise, I can go in and adjust, like if I went heavier or if I did like fewer reps than what she had planned for me. That's something I really love, like the flexibility, and very intuitive to use, very easy to use. Okay, one of my favorite exercises, it really targets the back, and I feel like I have gotten a lot better at this recently, is your lateral pull down. If you go with a wider grip, it's gonna make it harder, but it's gonna target your lats even more so. Go for a more narrow grip if you want it a bit easier. I feel like that maybe works your biceps a bit more. Take that information with a pinch of salt, but that's what it feels like at least. A little tip I love doing is keeping your thumbs out. That way it engages your bicep a little bit less and gets you to engage your lats a bit more. If you're like unsure of form or anything in the gym, try filming yourself, try look up a little tutorial. There's so much information out there right now. You do have to be careful with what you're consuming, and that's why I didn't want to make this video to tell you how to live your life, to tell you how to work out. This is just from my experience. Next up, again, probably one of my favorite exercises, and an exercise that I have seen a lot of progression with, is dumbbell bent over single arm row. That's a mouthful. I have learned to slow down when doing this exercise. I feel like I was rushing it. I feel like there's also such a knack to it in order to actually feel it in your back. And I also like doing it with a flat bench. Next up, I did straight arm pull down on the cable machine. This is very new to me. It's an exercise that Megan put into my program. Wow, the first time I did this, I felt it so much in my arms, I felt it in my back, in the right places. And then I have been wanting to do a bit more like just bicep isolated exercises. So I then finished on some hammer curls. And that concludes my week of workouts. I just feel like I'm in a way better place with, again, like confidence in the gym. I know how it is when you're first starting out. Like the gym can be an intimidating place. My tips are just find exercises that you're comfortable with. So if it's like dumbbell only exercises where you can, again, find that little corner, but also set your expectations. I think it's really dangerous to have unrealistic expectations with working out in the gym. I see programs that are like, we're gonna transform your body in 2 months, and that's just not doable. Starting your fitness journey should not be, oh, so that you can have abs in the summer, so that you have that beach bod by the summer. Getting in the habit of moving your body for life is gonna serve you for life. Another big tip I have is listen to your body. If you are burnt out, if you're tired, if you're sick, it is not worth pushing yourself. Your body needs to rest. You should not feel guilty about taking time off. Take a week off, take 2 weeks off, and then come back stronger and better. A huge lesson I've learned is the more you weightlift, the more you gym, the hungrier you're gonna be, the more sleep you're gonna need. And that's your body working to sustain this lifestyle. So honor your body, feed it. I'm not gonna go into nutritional advice. I'm not a nutritionist. Obviously we know if you're like building muscle, you wanna make sure you're getting enough protein in. It is not going to feel easy. It is not easy, otherwise everyone would do it. There are so many days where I don't feel like it, I don't feel like working out. And also for a lot of us, starting to work out means waking up a bit earlier to fit it in or taking time out of your evening. And so I'm in a position where I really look at working out like it is quality time with myself. It is for myself. It's an investment into my health, my mental health and physical health. And so it always feels worth it. Sometimes I'll have a really crappy workout, but I have never once regretted a workout. I think it's important to also be cautious of what you're consuming on social media. Like this video you're watching, like there is so much advice out there right now. And whilst it's amazing that there's so many resources out there, I think a lot of us have a tendency, and I'm speaking from personal experience, that you look at these people, these fitness influencers, who, remember, it is literally their job to work out. And you compare yourself and think, why don't I look like that? It is not a good place to be at. I think it's important to remember like genetics also play a huge role. There is no point wasting your energy on that. And it's also so important to remember that's why goals like that are so arbitrary. Don't get me wrong, like when we look good, we feel good. And I think that's why there is no shame in buy yourself that cute matching set. If it makes you feel good, put on a bit of makeup before you go to the gym. Spray on some perfume. It is for you, whatever is gonna make you feel better. Prepare a playlist that you know gets you pumped. And also this video is about working out. It's not just the gym, so find a workout that you actually enjoy. The gym might not be for you, and that's completely okay. Try different workout classes, bar, Pilates. When I was younger, I did dance for years, I did ballet, and that never felt like working out. It never felt like it was about trying to change my body. It never felt like it was about my health. It was just enjoyable. Again, I could not have made this video without mentioning Copilot because it has been the biggest game changer. So again, if you want to get 14 days free with your own personal trainer, click the link in the description. There's also a QR code, so I'll pop that on the screen. Remember to really concentrate on what is your why. Why do you actually want to start working out? And commit to yourself because you got this. You can do it. Okay, I love you guys and I'll see you in the next one.